Hi, I felt really inspired to make this video. This video is going to be, I'm going to talk about some of the lies they teach you in high school, or at least the lies that I was taught in high school that I just want to share. Because there's many misconceptions they teach you, or they just high school really tries to make life harder for people than it really is, and I just want to explain the difference between high school and real life. I did a similar video about high school, but for this video, I'm just gonna talk about how high school can mislead people into thinking that life is this way, but when it's really that way. So the first lie I guess to tell you in high school, and this is the most common one, and this is the one that just drives me crazy, is that life after high school or college, they say college is worse than high school, which is just not true. I mean, yes, the workload can be a lot more than what they assign in high school, but that doesn't necessarily mean harder. You see, in high school, teachers will say, "Oh, you just gotta get used to the way you do things in high school because it's gonna get worse in college, and you're just gonna write all these papers, and you're just gonna have to do all these research, and it's gonna be 50 times worse, and it's gonna make your life miserable. And you should just appreciate high school because college is worse, and it's just gonna be a miserable experience in college." I can tell you from personal experience that it just simply isn't necessarily accurate. It's not necessarily accurate that college is worse than high school. I mean, people can make their own decisions in college. You get to choose your subject in college. You get to choose your major, and you're not forced to sit there for hours trying to discuss or talk about a subject that you're just simply not interested in. Yes, you have to take generals in college, but for the most part, you get to choose your own classes, your own teachers, and yes, the workload can be a lot, but it's a lot less stressful and it's a lot less hard because you're actually interested in the stuff you're learning. I mean, I saw this meme or Facebook post, and it's kind of a silly example, but I'm just going to explain it. This is kind of an extreme example, but I'm just going to say it because I think it applies. There's a Facebook post about something to the effect of a high school teacher will say, "I am going to assign a 6 page paper to prepare you for college," and a college professor will say, "Hey, please just make a 2 page paper because I really don't want to read about that." Or high school teacher, "I am going to make your life miserable to prepare you for college." College professor shows a slideshow with memes. A college professor obviously will not show a slideshow with memes, but it proves a point that high school just makes life harder for students than it needs to be. The second lie is that you need to have a 5-year plan. And if you don't have your next 5 years to an absolute T, if you don't have every single moment planned for the next 5 years to a T, then you will not be successful. In my high school, they said they made us do this stupid little thing where we had to have a 5-year plan, and they wanted us to specifically describe every last detail to the last dot of a 5-year plan. And they said if we did that we would be successful and we would have a much more productive life if we have our next 5 years planned out for us. I can tell you, from personal experience, that is simply not true. Yes, it's good to have goals, but it's okay if you don't have the next 5 years planned out for you. It's completely okay if you just say, well, I don't know what I want to major in college yet. That's completely fine. The world, it's 2018. The world is moving really fast. It's not the 1850s anymore. It's just not. Everything is changing. People are moving fast and quickly. People are changing majors all the time. People are changing their mind all the time. I can tell you that looking back, the things that I wrote down on my paper for the 5-year plan, my life looks completely different now. And that's okay. Again, yes, it's good to have goals because they keep you in line and they keep you productive, but it's okay if you don't have your next 5 years planned out to absolute T. It's just ridiculous to me how high school doesn't actually prepare people for the real world. It's just completely ridiculous because high school should prepare students for the real world. Another lie I could say in high school is that you have to get used to waking up early and waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning just to take a class. And yes, you do have to wake up early to get to college sometimes. It depends on what classes you're taking. Because sometimes you get to choose the times you go to classes and what days you get to choose your class. You get to go to that particular class in college. There is not a set 5-day-a-week rule for going to college. You can skip a couple days. You can say, I want to take this class on this day, this class on this day, at this particular time. And college is just not like high school. It's just not. Another lie to tell in high school is there's only one way to do stuff. One way, and that's the only way. That is what they're teaching kids nowadays. Is that there's only one way to do stuff. And that's simply not true for every occasion. Because people learn differently, and people just find different ways of doing stuff that what's better for them. Again, this is not the 1800s. The world is changing. There's more than one way to do stuff, most likely, for most occasions. Yes, there is an occasion where there's only one way to do something, but a lot of the times there's more than one way to do something. Anyways, I just wanted to express my feelings about some of the lies and some of the misconceptions they teach in high school. Because high school, believe it or not, is not real life. Bye.